it's Jenny from the Missouri Star Quilt Company. I want to show you a fun tutorial today called X's and O's. That's the pattern we've used for this quilt behind me. It's just quick and fun and so easy. So let me show you just how that's done. Okay, so here we are at the table. Because this pattern is called X's and O's, I love to use it for baby quilt because it's just hugs and kisses for that baby. So for that reason, we're going to do it out of this Lillian Will. It's got just a fabulous colorway to it, really babyish, especially when you don't know what that baby's going to be. And we're going to use a solid charm pack. And what we do with this is we're going to take one of these squares out, and we have to cut this into fours. So let's go ahead and line this up. And we're going to make 4 little squares out of it. And since it's 5 inches wide, that means those squares are going to be 2.5 inches. And this is a really important thing to remember because whenever you do this quilt, any size square you use, the corner squares are half that. So if it's an 8-inch square, then you use a 4-inch square, and so on. So it's kind of an easy one to do the math on, which you know how I love easy math. All right, so now we have 4 of these squares, and 4 of these is going to do 2 blocks. So here, let's take one of these, and what I like to do is you can draw the line down the side because we're going to sew these. We're going to put these on the corners like this. And we're going to sew directly across the middle line. But to save time with the line, I like to just press them in half. So I fold them, I take the corners and match them up, fold them, and just lightly touch my iron on that. That gives me a line. That's a really quick tip for, speed. You don't want to, press them too hard. You can do whatever you want to, really, but it just works this way. So then what we're going to do is we're going to lay this on this corner, pin if you feel the need to, and then we're going to go to the sewing machine and just sew that down. We're just going to sew right on the fold line. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull this out, release my thread right there, clip it, and I'm going to flip it over and do the other side. So it's just quick as it can be. There, we're all sewn up, and believe it or not, this is the whole square. This is the whole block. So let me clip these threads. Seem to have an amazing amount of threads on here. So let's clip those off. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this little square that we've sewn, the 2 corners on. We're going to lay our ruler just about 1/4 inch over, trim that seam. Whoop. There we are, open. Trim that seam, and then we'll just turn this around. Love my spinning mat. And we're going to do the same thing. Then we'll take this little piece over to the ironing board, iron it out, and it should again come right back to the 5-inch square. So you're going to do this on all your squares. And it's just, and let me show you how quickly that goes together. I have some done here in another line. So here's all of your little squares that are done like this. And the way you put these together is what makes the X's and O's. So when you put your blocks together, you're going to always match solid to solid, color to color. Solid to solid, color to color. So when we put these together, solid to solid, color to color, no matter where you put them solid to solid, color to color, and that makes your X. And then here's one, this makes your O, and you do solid to solid, color to color, no matter where you put them, and it just makes that lattice grid and that sweet X's and O's. It just really makes a cute pattern. Here's one I've done in Charlevoix. And it's just so cute. It makes a darling table topper. It makes just a great little baby blanket. This is with 1 charm pack. And remember, whatever charm pack you use, like if you want a bigger quilt, you only use 1/2 of your solid. So if you use two colored charm packs, you'll need 1 solid. Or 4 charm packs, you'll need 2 solids. And 4 will make about a twin or a large lap. So we hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial on the X's and O's quilt from the Missouri Star Quilt Company.